Hey. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Oh, me, my fault. What's up, G?
Yeah, can I have your light?
My light?
Your light. Your light.
My lighter? Yeah, no problem. Here you go.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, what's up? Go for it.
In a world full of darkness, how do we bring light to the world?
Bro, what are you talking about?
I said in a world full of darkness, how do we bring light to the world?
Bruh, I ain't got time for that.
Me either.
Thank you for joining us. Please have a seat so we can begin our discussion today. Class, as you know, we face a world of problems and issues. From economic inequality, mass incarceration, global health disparities, and massive climate change issues. Every day that we allow these problems to persist, the world gets darker and darker. And in this class, you are going to be tasked with a solution to these problems and issues. In our next class, you're going to tell us what your solutions are after you've done the research and the work. I would like you to come up here and find the one that you want, write your name by it. Feel free to choose a partner. Have some chalk. Who wants to go first?
Hello?
Hey, I'm out of class early. What you about to get into?
Nothing about to go to CAS.
Bet you care if I meet you out there?
I'm about to walk over right now if you want to meet me.
All right, I'll see you in a second.
All right.
What's good?
Hey.
Doing her?
Yeah. So, how's your day been?
It's been a day, but I've just been thinking about it a lot.
You're always thinking, what could it be now?
Well, heading to my 12 o'clock class, this homeless dude just randomly stops.
Asking for money?
Nah, he ain't need no money. He needed a light for a cigarette, but when he asked me, he specifically asked for my light.
Your light.
Yeah, my light.
Well, you are bright, so maybe he saw something in you.
Saw something in me. What you mean by that?
My dad used to always tell me that even in the darkest times, he could look into my eyes and see peace, joy, and happiness, and it would fill his heart.
Still holds true to this day.
Thank you. But because of that, he said I was his little beacon of light, bringing peace, joy, and happiness to the world.
So you think the homeless man saw peace, joy, and happiness in me?
No, Goofy. I'm just saying, you should always shine your light because you never know what you're bringing to the world.
In a world full of darkness, how do we bring light to the world?
Every day that we allow these problems to persist, just the world gets darker and darker.
What's this?
I got it.
Got what?
I got the answer.
The answer to what?
Don't worry about it. I'll call you later.
Where are you going? How you just gonna leave mid-conversation?
Took advantage of their time. Let's get right into your solutions. Who would like to go first?
Our actions as humans are affecting our ecosystem at rates that will soon be far beyond our control. From our mass production, our overconsumption, and our inability to dispose of waste properly, we are affecting our climate in ways that are toying with human existence on this earth.
We have a limited amount of time to change our ways before our actions are irreversible. But our individual actions can collectively give us a fighting chance to change the future.
I will use my voice and my individual actions to encourage, motivate, and inspire humans to change our actions one human at a time.
Hey, so I just got an emergency alert about flooding on campus. If your vehicle is parked in lots P4, P7, and anywhere near the creeks over there by Wortman Complex, you're going to need to go move your car. If you don't need to move your car, then you're good. We can continue with class.
Our public school system fails every child that it does not adequately educate on financial literacy. The failing system doesn't only fail the child, but as well as the community and the greater society as a whole. This failure only expands the growing gap of economic inequality across America. It is mere insanity to continue with such a broken system. Moving forward, we must rethink, break, and restructure our school systems. Not 10 years from now, not 5 years from now, not a year from now, but right now. Because every year we wait, another group of students will graduate unequipped to become economically equal. I will influence and inform local school boards, states, and the governments of the obtainable changes that we can make to redirect our drive and focus with the ultimate goal of equipping and preparing our children and coming generations with the necessary tools to succeed economically, ultimately making America an economically successful country.
Ms. Celestial, I'm sorry. I wasn't able to choose a topic to focus on and find a solution for. But I can see a problem. I see the problem within ourselves. The problem that we don't understand that anything we believe we can achieve. The problem that we don't recognize that anything we put our minds to is possible. The problem that we don't know that it starts with us. It starts with I. It starts with we. So I will be the catalyst for change. I will be the representation showing that it is possible. A beautiful young lady intrigued me to seek those that had shined their lights in the darkest of times. I found quite a long list, from Angela Rye, Anne Frank, and Les Brown to Jack Johnson, Ida B. Wells, and Michelle Obama. We have an immensely long list of people to be inspired by. And I as well intend to shine my light so bright that it will dwindle out the night. Lastly, a homeless man asked me. He asked, in a world of darkness, how do we light the world? My answer to that is that we ought to shine our lights through our vessels, fueling the light with our passions. Thank you.
I must say I'm impressed and delighted with all the work that you all have done on solutions for your problems. In the next class, we're going to dig deeper and get more involved and create a blueprint for ourselves, for our solutions to these problems. Before we dismiss class, what I would like us to do is come up with a slogan, a phrase that will remind us and encourage us and motivate us to stay on task for these projects. Does anyone have a phrase or slogan that they would like us to use?
So when I was growing up and hustling, trying to make money however I could, I'd always tell myself, like, let's get this bread. Like, whether it was washing cars, cutting grass, cleaning up, like, it was always, let's get this bread. So I feel like making a change for the future, like, it's no different. So why not just say, let's get this bread?
We will use let's get this bread. Before I dismiss you, on the count of 3, we are going to use this phrase together. 1, 2, 3.
Let's get this bread.
Class dismissed.
When are you coming?
No, I'll meet you outside in a second. Hey, Justice, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what's up?
I just wanted to say I really liked what you said earlier. I thought it was really inspiring.
I appreciate it, yeah, thank you.
You know, my brother wasn't actually the best at believing in himself. He died last year. He drank himself to death.
Damn, sorry to hear about that. How's the healing process going and everything?
I'm doing okay. It's been really hard because I also have to be there for my mom, but overall, we're doing a lot better now.
I'm glad y'all both are sticking it out together, and you know, I hope everything works out for the best in the future. So, yeah, best of luck. Man.
Thanks. You know, I have something for you. My brother really liked wearing bow ties, and so after he passed, I started making them myself to help deal with my emotions. This one, the blue represents sadness and depression, and the yellow represents sunshine. And it just represents letting the sun shine through your depression. And I believe in you, and I know you're going to change a lot of lives. And I just want to make sure that you always let the sun shine through your darkest moments.
That's deep. I don't even really know what to say back. I mean, I'm grateful and I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
I mean, you've said enough already, and just make sure you don't ever give up.
Yeah, I can do that. I got you.